Well, welcome everyone to episode 7 of Willie B Drinks Beer. Today I have a delightful beer to share with you, or at least consume in front of you, kindly provided by one of my friends who transported this fresh from the brewery in Michigan. Now, there are a lot of great breweries in Michigan, but I think this one has to be up there with some of the best. This brewery is called Old Nation, and they are based in, where are they based? I believe they're based in Grand Rapids, or at least pretty near to, and this is M-43, which is an exceptional beer. I have actually had this one before. I think so far all of the beers I've tried I haven't had before, but this one I have had before, and I can tell you it's phenomenal. The first time I had it, it was transported to Europe by Mikkeller Beer Club, and they are based in Copenhagen in Denmark. So it would have traveled from Michigan probably to somewhere like JFK, and then shipped over to Copenhagen, and then finally arriving in England, where I used to live and my home country. But anyway, M43, fantastic beer. I'm going to crack it open while we look at the details. Okay, a little bit of overflow there, which is interesting. So that's kind of worth noting. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can see it just a little bit seeping over the edge of the can. And today I will be drinking out of my Slay IPA all day glass. On the other side it says lay low, and there's a tiger. And it's a great time to have a drink. It's 3:30 p.m. or thereabouts on a Friday, which I believe was when I shot one of the previous episodes. So maybe it's just my sweet spot of time to have a beer. So as you can see, pretty significant head. Again, I'm still undecided on whether I like to side pour or hard pour, or tilt pour or hard pour, let's call it. Anyway, I can smell the beautiful hop aromas coming out of that. So M43 is part of the New Orthodox India Pale Ale series, as you can see on the front. M43, the title of the beer, as we've talked about. It identifies itself as an NE India Pale Ale, and NE stands for New England. It's those stone fruit style hazy IPAs that we have all grown to love and appreciate. So 6.8% by volume, that's about ballpark for this kind of style. And the IBU, which is International Bitterness Units, 65. So it's not ridiculously bitter, but it's solidly bitter. At least the can says it's solidly bitter. The malt is Pils, wheat, and oat, so it's just going to be fluffy, creamy. That probably explains why the head is so significant still, is you've just got a lot of light, fluffy hops, fluffy malts from the creamy oat to the light wheat. It all just is bubbling up, as you can see. And I'm just going to top up a little bit more, because, you wouldn't want to under pour. In terms of the hops, interestingly, they identify the boil hops. So these would be the bittering hops: Calypso, Amarillo, and Citra. I'm pretty familiar with Amarillo. That's classic West Coast style, but obviously can also be used in East Coast brewing. Citra as well, and Absolute OG, as they say. And then Calypso, I'm not so familiar with that, but certainly the boil hops would be the bittering hops, and then dry hop would be adding the hops after the boil has ceased, or at least the final stages. And you'd be getting, and in this you've got Citra, Amarillo, and Simcoe. And so these will all be providing aroma and flavor, really. The sweeter, more floral flavors. Okay, so it also says haze is good on the can, keep cold and drink fresh. I think you're hearing this time after time with a lot of these cans, because these brewers really want to get these beers to you in their best possible condition. And I'm so thankful to my friend who kindly produced that. that result for me. Nothing else on the back of note. Oh, yeah, here we go. So it says, I'm reading backwards because that's the way the camera is, but don't freak out, sediment and what you can do about it. Oh, here we go. So you can roll the can for even sediment distribution, or you can pour but leave some behind. I mean, typically that's what I do. I often just don't really find there's a lot of problems with sediment in these IPAs, to be honest. Unless, I don't know, it's unusual to me, unless they're like, I don't know, extremely fresh or something. But yeah, I don't think it's a problem most of the time when I'm having my beers. Usually I think the sediment's more of a problem with the heavily fruited sours. That's where I find the problem. Anyway, oh yeah, all the aromas there. It kind of just smells kind of grassy, light herbal smell. Maybe pear. Yeah, I feel like pear kind of aroma there. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a little bit of a try. Cheers. Yeah, actually, I'm surprised. I think pear's actually a pretty good shout for this. This is a pear aromaed flavored IPA, but just using hops. And that's the incredible thing really with beer, is that even with the esters from, for example, the Hefeweizen, the German esters they use in those yeasts that produce banana flavors. So there's not actual banana in there, but in the Hefeweizen styles classically taste like bananas. And here the hops are, they can taste like all kinds of different stone fruits, but this time I'm just getting pear. Oh, yeah, this is pretty good. I'm really enjoying this, and maybe it's just a completely different experience, to be honest. When I've had it before, when it's shipped many miles, it really changes the complexion of the beer. And this is just a great beer. It's pretty readily available. Distribution's good for Old Nation, so I would definitely look out for M-43. A great beer to have. I have fortunately a 4-pack of these, so I'm looking forward to trying a few more and seeing if I can pick any further flavors out, because what you'll find is as you try a beer for the first time, second time, third time, you kind of notice more of the nuances. It's great fun. So anyway, it's been enough from me. This is a particularly long video, so if you've hung in here with me, then good for you, and happy Friday. Cheers.